terms of points, but at the same time, you definitely want to end up first place at the tournaments, not just racking up points as the most consistent. You want to get back to your winning ways. We haven't seen him win something since Bucharest outside of the 2-on-2 with the E-Club World Cup.
And we have kickoff here in the Xbox final. On one side, we have F2tekkz wearing the red of Liverpool, the favorite #1 in the world on Xbox. But Rogue Msdossary not far behind him, representing Saudi Arabia. And the last two times that they met, first at the LQE Bucharest in December, tekkz beat Dossary 7-3. And then at the Gfinity Major, it was the other way around. The first warning shot fired there from F2tekkz, but it's dealt well by Dossary's defense. Anyway, in the last game, Msdossary beating tekkz 4-3. So could we have two consecutive wins from Dossary over tekkz? And there's a great shot on target, trying to go to the far post, but De Gea pushes it wide. And then from a narrow angle, R9 tries to squeeze it under the legs of De Gea. It's another save. So two early chances right away. We haven't even been able to catch our breath, and we're only in minute 8.
And in that previous bout, it was separated by a set piece where Dossary whipped it across. And that's what I was talking about with those small margins. And I'm actually expecting this game to potentially be, hold on. Oh,
Ronaldo's hit it inside the box. De Gea had a touch, but he wasn't able to usher the ball wide. Rogue Msdossary with a 1-0 lead over F2tekkz. Chances on both ends. But it's the man from Saudi Arabia who makes his first chance of the game count. Drama right away here in Atlanta.
And this should make the matchup very open. We're not going to have a standstill. We're not going to be sitting back where one player or both players are trying to absorb that pressure and counterattack. I think we're going to be in store for a back and forth matchup here. And especially an early opening goal is crucial for seeing multiple goals on display today.
The 17-year-old Donovan Hunt, a.k.a. F2tekkz. He hasn't gotten further than the semifinal in the last 3 individual tournaments. He did win the Club World Cup when he partnered with Nicholas, and he is under pressure here. The El Tornado cross to the back post. And the goalkeeper, De Gea, off of his line and out of his box to clear away the danger. Needs to regroup. tekkz has been down goals before in this tournament. He has bounced back every single time. 3-0 in the Swiss rounds. And he has beaten everyone since on the path to the Xbox final. Back heel from Ronaldo. Vieira inside the CR7. Ferdinand cuts it out. Now Hullet. Neymar, look at the pressure.
And both these players love to attack via the wings, and whether that's whipping in crosses or cutting inside with skill moves or just traditional passes, they like to start their attacks out wide. So it might be the battle of who's going to be the best wing player.
We talked about it before the start of the Foot 19 Champions Cup, that a rematch between Msdossary and tekkz is what the people wanted all the way. Here's Hullet for tekkz, finds Mbappe. Just trying to create room in the final third. Vieira to R9, edge of the box here. Can he find some space to whip the ball in? He's going around 2. Vieira spins it by another one. Neymar inside the box. Hullet reads it well. And Msdossary the other way. CR7 putting on the brakes.
Very patient play there from F2tekkz. He's already created 4 or 5 opportunities in this match. He might feel unlucky as well. De Gea got a hand on the Dossary finish. He might feel like he should be at least equal in this bout thus far.
Great passing here from Msdossary, and Mbappe is trying to go across the box. He had CR7 making that streaking run at the far post, and it's read well by tekkz. Now looking for that long ball over the top, but it does look like Ramos has the advantage there, a few steps ahead of Mbappe.
Another impressive read there from tekkz, scooting the goalkeeper. He knew that he made a mistake down the wing, and he's able to cover up the cross.
Concentration on the faces of both F2tekkz and Rogue Msdossary. And you talked about it, Mike. Current patch maybe favors Dossary in a lot of these matches, given his methodical passing style of play. tekkz, though, with all the skill moves as we've seen in this tournament.
Neither of these players really lack anything. They give you a balanced package in terms of able to do everything on the pitch, whether you need the skills, the passing, the defense, the possession, you name it, they're capable.
Ronaldo, little drag back, but Ferdinand cuts it out. Trying to go the other way. He's got a run being made in space by CR7, but he's quickly closed down by Virgil van Dijk. Ronaldo just cuts back to the inside and back to the midfield. The two holding midfielders of Vieira and Hull combining. Now Neymar, edge of the box, trying to go out wide to Mbappe. Quick passing here from Msdossary. R9. Hull, Mbappe, Marcelo. And Tekkz wins it back. We're expecting it to be end-to-end. Does Ronaldo have a step on? He fakes the shot, and he goes back outside to R9. Hull now. Mbappe on his left, Neymar on his right. Neymar, first time shot. De Gea parries it wide for a corner.
Can't get through that, De Gea.
Corner, near post. Ramos wins the header. R9. The pressure is on from Tekkz. Remember that F2tekkz has qualified for all 11 events that he has been eligible for. He is the master of consistency. That's why he's #1 in the standings and with the Global Series points. And came into this as the tournament favorite. But first, to get to the cross-console final, he's got to get by a very good player in Rogue Msdossary, who just beat his compatriot, the Royal. That was in the Xbox semifinals. Tekkz beat Vivi Cafolo 5-1 in the round of 16, beat Felipe in the quarters. Neymar to Hull, now Msdossary making his way into the final third, wearing the blue of Rogue. Neymar inside to Ronaldo, second chance is in, and he's got a 2-0 lead. And it's been called off because of an offside. What a tight call. Msdossary was celebrating. And how surprised would you have been? 2-0 up against Xbox's #1. We've seen Tekkz go down 2-0 in his last game, and he came back in that one.
Also, it would have been against the run of play. I would say that Tekkz has had more of the possession here. He's also had more of the chances. A lot of half chances, though. Not too many that have been clear-cut. But at the same time, Tekkz definitely deserves a goal in this. He doesn't deserve to go 1-0 down heading into halftime. But it is all about being clinical. And it's kind of funny, actually. This is the same path that Msdossary took when he won the event at Gfinity earlier this year. Exact same route where he beat Royal in the semis, and then he also beat Tekkz into the finals before going into the cross console and crowning himself, technically.
We're heading into the second half between Tekkz and Msdossary. A slender 1-0 lead from the Saudi Arabian, who's just behind Tekkz in the standings. Whoever wins faces the Portuguese Tugo. Says that he's never played either one of these two players, and he says he's never held an Xbox controller. Is it mind games? Or is it truth? Here's a good chance from Tekkz. Far post, and he doesn't miss from there. It's the Team of the Year CR7, and it's a low-driven shot going across goal. 1-1.
Quality build-up, and he had to take this first time. If he took a touch, no doubt about it, he would have been tackled. The shot would have been blocked. Had to take it first time, and he does indeed, and he has the equalizer. 48th minute, and we're seeing another F2tekkz comeback.
We heard from Dan Gaskin before that Tekkz has won in both the patches that we've seen this year. Only 4 players have lifted the FUT Champions Cup trophy in history. And one of these looking to become a player who's done it 3 times. That's what's facing Tekkz. Neymar, first time shot. And it's just wide of the mark. Looking for the near post. Was he trying to get the goalkeeper to cheat to the other side?
Absolutely. I was just going to say, the reason he shot near post there is because he figured that Tekkz was going to move the goalkeeper across the body. And that's that mind game that we're talking about with moving those goalkeepers. Mbappe on the wing.
Creativity and the ability to innovate. That's what's been said about Tekkz, as he has another chance with the cross in the box. But Msdossary looked to break the other way on the counter. Ramos reading that ball really well. Now Neymar. Some fancy footwork. We saw a croqueta there, and there's a shot just wide, and Tekkz thought he had that. You can see the expression on his face. He was ready to celebrate.
And that play was so much more intricate than what it may look like at home, where you see him use a fake body feint in order to see if he can bait the defender and making a tackle or backing off.
Have you noticed this from Tekkz, that it seems like when he uses skill moves, they tend to be in combination. It's never just one, it's 2, 3 at a time. A flurry of skill moves to get room, and it's always for a purpose.
At the professional level, you often will throw out an early skill move to see if you can set up your secondary skill move. You need to be able to make the defender react. Whether that's him stepping towards you or stepping off, it tells you what you need to do next.
Just saw the half track there from R9 when you take a step back and then burst forward, trying to just bamboozle your marker and create space to send the cross in. 61st minute, 1-1 between Tekkz and Rogue Msdossary. You're watching the Foot 19 Champions Cup. This is the Xbox final. We have one game to go after this. The winner goes to the cross console against Tuga, the Portuguese player, and a surprise player to go all the way. Here's Neymar, chance for Vieira inside, and De Gea makes a critical stop on R9. It was just at the edge of the 6. Now corner swung in, and nearly fell to Ronaldo there.
And credit to Msdossary. When you see those types of opportunities, and Dossary moved the goalkeeper way beforehand. He looks like a hero, though, when you guess early and it works for you, and vice versa. You look like you misplayed everything, and you're not on the same page if he shoots the other side of the goal and is just wide open for a tap-in.
So many times during this competition, Texas started slowly, but then he's picked himself up. He's already had 2 very nice comebacks when he was losing more than 2 goals. He's gone on to win every single one of those games. And will he do it now? He was down a goal early to Msdossary. He's already put 1 on the scoreline. Looking for more now with the 2 Ronaldos combining. Ramos, the makeshift right back, very much part of the meta.
And the best skillers in FIFA, and I would consider F2tekkz to be a skiller, of course they have the ability with those skill moves, but they are reactive. And then outside of being reactive, you also have instinctive habits that are positive habits. What skills go together, how to combine them, what to look for on the pitch. You don't have to think about it. You know, okay, this guy's defending with that fullback or that center back. I know how to attack him. Oh, he's chasing back with one of the center defensive mids. I know how to attack that space. As we see in offsides. 75th minute.
And here is a pause. Let's talk about the changes. Early on in the tournament, Tekkz said he went to a 4-4-2, and that helped him mount a comeback. See there, 4-2-3-1. That seems to be a favorite formation in this tournament by the pros.
You're going to see 4-2-3-1 on 4-2-3-1 unless somebody's forced to switch. And Tekkz has been extremely dominant in this match. I know it's 1-1, but in terms of chance creation and just controlling the match in terms of the possession, Tekkz has definitely been the more dominant player.
Ball out wide here from Msdossary, CR7, but he's closed down by Hullet. There's a double team from Marcelo, so he plays it back inside to Modric. Nearly pulled it off there. The cross intended for Lionel Messi at the near post. You don't expect Messi to win a lot of those headers at 5'7" or so. Virgil van Dijk, brilliantly timed sliding challenge there from Msdossary. Now Vieira switching flanks to the left back, Marcelo. Hullet, quick passing interchange, Mbappe to Neymar. The 2 Paris Saint-Germain players finding each other once again. Now here's Mbappe, lifts it up over the top to try to find R9. And the goalkeeper today has to come out and punch it. Maybe it leads to a counter now. No, he resets possession to Msdossary. Playing it safe, 1-1. And do you expect maybe a more cagey affair given what's at stake?
Heading into the second leg, absolutely, unless one of these players breaks the game wide open, which would force tactical adjustments, force someone to be more aggressive.
Ball out for a throw-in, Pelé. Msdossary in the blue of Rogue. Pelé to Hullet. A little bit of space at the edge of the box. There's Modric, first time ball, and there's a little fake pass to just try to twist and turn around the defender from CR7. Now Neymar the other way. Ronaldo back to Neymar. One consistency has been Mbappe, Cristiano, and R9. We've seen those 3 in every single team so far. Speaking of metas, the player that either one of these 2 will face Tuga in the final uses a 4-4-2, more of a defensive player, counterattacking, doesn't take as many risks, is what some of the pros have told him.
I hope that he's trolling us about never touching an Xbox controller.
I'm sure he's touched one. He says he's never used one. Might have caressed one. Who knows if it's mind games or not, just to try to downplay Tuga, the Portuguese player who has knocked out some very good players, including #1 PS4 ranked Nicolas, who bowed out of the competition early. Remember, Nicolas partnered with tekkz.
And tekkz is looking to put together one final attack. He doesn't want to leave any time left on the clock for Msdossary to be able to counter.
Still 90 minutes or maybe even more as we have 2 legs to go to the cross-console final. So much at stake. There's a shot from Mbappe, and De Gea gets down so quickly, and he's just able to do it enough to send it out for a corner. There's the corner, there's the header, and he's done it! tekkz explodes, and he's gotten the lead 2-1 in the 93rd minute as we head into the second leg. Last chance of the game. Msdossary's played well, but Ronaldo does what he does so well, winning those aerial battles.
Near post headers on near post headers on near post headers. You're going to see that on corner kicks. And Msdossary's not going to have enough time to attack from kickoff. And that's the end of leg 1. 2-1 for tekkz. Nips it at the end. Great for momentum heading into the second leg.